Welcome back, folks, to Let's Replay Lands of Lore, the Throne of Chaos. And when last we left off, we were in the White Tower, and we managed to explore some of the second level. Also, there's a button here, a button that I haven't yet pressed. Let's go over and press that button, for who knows what might happen if we were to press it. Well, what might happen is we might go into the wrong part of the White Tower, and then we just look at a blank wall. Also, let's see how many of those fireball chickens have appeared since we were last here. Answer, probably a lot of them. Those fireball chickens, eh? Always firing fireballs everywhere. They're quite dangerous, but they're still not the most dangerous enemy that we're going to encounter here. There are nastier enemies. Now, as I recall, we want to head basically over here to get to that, part of the wall, because there was a switch that we didn't push. Now we've pushed it. Now, what difference has that made? That's probably made a small difference, because we can get to that secret door, and I actually remember how you get to that secret door. Basically, that has now changed one of these pits that was previously a bottomless pit. It's basically changed it. So we can now get to this one. And now we can get to there, because now that is no longer a pit. Which is handy. It's basically got rid of pits, so that we can get access to that secret area. Do we want to get access to this secret area? Now that may depend.
It's just an illusion.
Yes, it is. In here are a few items. First, the rapier talon, which is not wonderful, but we'll take it. It's loot, if nothing else. Now in here, we need to... Oh, hello. There are fireball chickens here. There are a lot of fireball chickens. Let's fight fireball chickens with fireballs. Funnily enough, it's pretty effective. There are a lot of them in here. There are a lot of them in here. And they will slowly fireball chicken us to death, if we let them. There are a number of switches down here, which are, some of them will turn off the fireball chickens. One of them will activate a fireball trap. And I don't know if it activates the fireball trap permanently, but, we need to watch out here. Hello! Here they are! They were waiting for us around this corner. And, by the way, they can hurt. You just saw that case in point there. They can hurt a lot. Also, this is a completely new alternate area that we will be visiting again, but not for what you think. Just need to clear out all these... hello! It's a helm prentice, which is a little better than the one you're wearing. A little better. Does that mean this one's better than the one he's wearing? No, they're exactly the same. They're exactly the same. But hey, we'll take this helmet that's just very slightly better. Why not? And now we'll move on. We have a few places that we can still explore here. See this whole upper area here? We're going to be exploring all of that. All of it. And we're going to be finding more fireball chickens. Also, here's a switch. Doesn't do anything. Here's a switch. Doesn't do anything. There's a fireball chicken. That does lots of things. Mainly it tries to kill us. Ow. That's something you've got to learn when you're basically fighting against enemies with fireball projectiles. You don't rest in open areas like that, because they can just fire fireballs at you. There's nothing quite like waking up to fireballs. Except possibly anything that's more preferable. But, hey, I don't think we got to choose one.
Now I detect a pressure plate to the north.
Ah, why are you only just letting us know this stuff? It doesn't seem to do anything, though. Or rather, we can't do anything with it. Also, you know that fourth switch there? That activates the fireballs. Ow. Moving very quickly past that actually got me hit by it. That's pretty clever. I like that. That's a clever try. Ow.
I seem to detect a pressure plate to the south.
Oh, thanks, Bakata. That's really helpful. Could you have let us know about that before we walked on it? I could have noticed it, but not really much we could do about it, really. Yeah, there's not a huge amount of reward here, really. There's nothing here. There is, however, a small area here that we cannot access. And the key word is that we cannot access it yet. We will be able to access it at some point, but not yet. Also, we need to head out of this area now.
It's just an illusion.
He's gonna say that every single time. But that's okay. We don't need to go back there for a little while. We're gonna be heading to here, though. We're gonna be heading to there because there's something we need to do. And it's something that the last time I played this, I didn't like.
It does not fit.
We need to find the right key first. We have a few keys. Here we go. This is the entrance to the 3rd level of the White Tower. Few things we're going to need to do. Paulson is going to need to equip this Emerald Blade, and so is Bakata. The reason why is because we sort of need them. The other item we need is Valen's Cube here. Why do we need these? Well, the third level of the tower... I was about to say the 3rd tower. Oh my, if there were multiple towers here. That would be horrifying. The 3rd level is horrible. Let's go, and I'll show you what I mean.
Save thyself. Leave this place whilst thou still might. I am bound here for eternity, as are the others. Make ye haste from this accursed place.
I advise caution. I can feel danger here.
No mere ghost can convince me. We will press on.
That is the only friendly ghost that we will encounter on this floor. And Mikado was right to be afraid. This is floor 3, and floor 3 is full of the undead. And I mean full of the undead. Also, switch in the floor. One of the few times that ever happens. We actually want to hold on to this, because we want to keep the Valen's Cube in sight of our inventory at all times. This place is full of the undead. The undead have a few abilities that enemies we've fought previously don't have. They have the ability to walk through walls. They also have the ability to cast a spell that will really badly hurt us. Fortunately, the Emerald Blade does a great job against these wraiths. There are wraiths here. There are also apparitions that we will also be fighting. And one of these, I believe it's the wraiths, if you sleep when one's nearby, it will summon a sort of magical serpent that will bite you, bite the whole party, and will hurt you all. Not as much as a fireball might, but it's still bad. We haven't found him. Hello! Yep, we are now surrounded. What does the Valen's Cube do, though? Hurts them. A lot. This is why you hold on to the Valen's Cube. The Valen's Cube is brilliant against the undead. And when we're surrounded by a lot of undead, we can easily deal with them. This apparition we can deal with quite competently, though. Yep. That's why we've... Oh, ow. That's why we've held on to the Valen's Cube for all this time. Because the Valen's Cube will deal with them. Now, compare this to the first time I went through here. This is going so much smoother. Because the fact that we went here before we gave up the Valen's Cube. In here is a dagger fang. In here is a salve.
4 crowns.
And 4 whole crowns. Yeah, that's not a lot of loot. That's really not much loot. At all. This place is full of enemies. But we're dealing with it much better than we did last time. The fact that they can go through walls... There's the serpent. There's the serpent, and we're being hit a lot by it. Also, there's an enemy behind us. And, we're almost dead. We are almost dead. Basically, what we need to do now is, Basil Cup and die. That is how nasty this area can be. That was kind of bad. That was very bad. There's the Wraith. There are 2 Wraiths. And now they're going to start doing that. Maybe we could fireball them. What we need to do is we're actually surrounded. Now we need to use Valen's Cube. We need to use Valen's Cube very quickly. You can rapidly click it and basically kill the enemies before they even become a significant threat. That is why Valen's Cube is ridiculous. Also, the Emerald Blades are the only melee weapon that can actually hurt the Wraiths. Which is, quite telling. You need to hold on to those Emerald Blades. I don't even think Victor will buy them off you if you, when you get to Wyville. He did say he'd be there, and he is in fact there, and I don't think he'll buy them. So if you don't have the Emerald Blades, this gets a lot trickier. Also, there is no apparent entrance here. And that apparition appearing will not show us where it is, because they can go through walls. There is, however, a switch. And it's here. And I also see another apparition. We're being actually attacked by apparitions in the walls right now. Also, a fireball spell might not go amiss here. They are quite vulnerable to fireball spells. There we go. Yep, there was one in the walls. The crossbow, by the way, the Valkyrie crossbow, will hurt these. We're being attacked by another one, by the way. It's probably in the walls. Okay, that's not good. That's not good at all. Hello! Quickly use this. A lot. They need to die. How many times have I used this? 3. Not enough. We need to get out of here. There is also something else you need to learn about the White Tower. Discretion is most certainly the better part of valor. And if you're being, really badly hurt... Also, it restores your mana when it's in the other mode. I forgot that it did that. It actually restores your mana. So you can just do that, and then,
It didn't do anything.
It didn't do anything. Maybe that's what it does. It hurts enemies, and then it uses the mana that you get from, like, hurting the enemies to restore your own. That's pretty powerful, and that's what you basically need to use to defeat the White Tower. This floor. Also, those apparitions and wraiths are most certainly here. Hello, how are you today? Would you like a fireball to the face? You would? Lovely. We'll just use this. Get our mana back. Lovely. See? It gave us mana back. Always good. But we'll try and defeat them without using the Valen's Cube all the time, because I don't think it actually gives us any magic experience for doing so. And this is one of the places you definitely want to get a lot of experience in. But it does make this a lot easier. Oh man, is this a lot easier. Hello. There's a wraith nearby. There you are. How are you today? We better back up, because there are 2 wraiths here. Would you like some fireballs? I thought you might. Oh, there's more than 2. Oh no, there's only 2. Ow. Okay, back out. Leave. Quickly step away. And heal. We have a little bit of magic. We could do some healing. Marvelous. We gotta be very careful. Even though this is, even though we have the Valen's Cube, gotta be very careful. Also, they just spawned. We're gonna want to use this. and get some mana back by doing so. And then guess what? We're going to want to do it again. And get some more mana back, and then just run away. Because we are not doing very well here. Yep. That's not good. Salve might not, Salve might help, though. There are a lot of enemies. Even if you're using Valen's Cube, this is a nasty place. Even if you're using Valen's Cube, so you've still got to be very careful. Take it one step at a time and hope the Picada hits really hard. Now we're being attacked from behind. And perhaps to the side too. Yes, from the side as well. Are you in the wall? You're in the wall! Hello! From the wall! The Wraith. And that's an apparition. From behind. Apparitions I'm absolutely fine with. Because they're not that tough. It's the Wraiths that you need to watch out for. I do believe, in fact, the Wraiths and the apparitions are the only enemy on this floor. There's also a switch there. We're probably going to be using that. We're most certainly going to be using that. Okay, what have we got? Oh, there's also a switch here too. Hello. How are you? You are apparitions. And there's one there too. Excellent. Ah, that'll open that, won't it? There's nothing in here though. And what about this way? There's nothing in here either. Apart from that one which has a secret door in it. Yes, there are sneaky parts. The White Tower is full of sneaky secret doors like that. There we go. This is much easier than it was last time. Excellent. And now... yeah, this pretty much leads to the next area. If you want... oh! That is an interesting thing, by the way. You could, see that... oh! We are being kinda surrounded. But we can deal with these. We can deal with them. Oh, maybe we can't. Oh, maybe we can't. I think it's Basil Cup time. And then fight our way forward very quickly and flee. We need to flee and use heal 4 because there's that Wraith there and all these enemies that we need to deal with. Like this. Oh dear, this is not going well. Time to run away again. Time to run away again. Oh, there's going to be lots of running away. There is going to be lots of running away and sidestepping that. Oh yes, and sidestepping that. Hello, Wraith. How are you? I'm just going to stand here for a little bit. Ow. That's because there are multiple of you, isn't there? Well, we're going to deal with you first. You know what? I could do with some magic. Yeah, there's a few of you. There's one here. The fact that they can just go through walls is not great. But we survived. And it doesn't seem like there's another one. Which is good. Excellent. It's going much smoother than before, though. We are going to need this, we're going to have to open that door. That door, I think, actually leads nowhere, truth be told. But we do need to open it, if nothing but for completion. Oh, hello. You appear to be a massive pile of enemies. Do you know what I could do? I could just use absolutely tons of spells, and then use the Valen's Cube here, and then back away, restore lots of mana, and use Valen's Cube again. In theory. We're going to need to use Valen's Cube a lot here. And probably still die. Mikado was indeed in no position to do anything there. Indeed, he wasn't. We're just going to need to be very careful. Maybe deal with this apparition first. Actually, go around the corner here. This will actually make it a little more difficult for them to back. Oh, we are being surrounded. That is probably what's going wrong here. Oh, yes, we are being surrounded. Okay, salve. Yeah, this is still bad. This is still a bad situation. However, we have Valence Cube, which will help. It will help a little. It won't kill everything, but it will certainly make it a little easier for us. There we go. And I do believe that has certainly helped, and that is currently full of mana, which we can then use to use our Fireball spell. And then we could heal, in theory. There we go! It certainly made it a little more manageable. Keyword here is, however, only a little more manageable. We do, however, have this Valence Cube full of magic. As you can see here, even with Valence Cube, this is still a tricky set of fights. And in fact, we're going to retreat. Because unfortunately, it's still hard. Valence Cube does help balance things out a little. We're not just dying constantly, but it's still a tricky fight. It's still a very tricky fight indeed. And when we come back, folks, we'll continue exploring the 3rd floor. We haven't actually made that much headway, but the 3rd floor is only the same size as the other floors, which means it's not going to be that big. It is going to be very tricky, though. But we'll persevere. So, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.